Shabre will share Rhdtv. Koswana share na yebemo in Fembebre.
Hello, you are tuned in to another episode of Health Trend on Rhdtv. My name is Kwabna Obusu Ajimai. The Ashanti Regional Health Directorate had its holistic assessment at the Ramsey Presbyterian Church Conference Hall. In attendance were various districts in the Ashanti region, either represented by their district director and or reps from that particular district. Also present at the holistic assessment was the DDCC, DDPH, DDA, and the Regional Director of Health Services, Dr. Emmanuel Tinkwine, who also gave the opening address. Wait, please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly please click on the first link in the comment section to subscribe to our channel. The DDCC, the DDPH, and the DDA also spoke at the meeting. The meeting was emceed by the Regional Health Information Officer, Mr. Ken. Props to Tuga for the recording. And this episode of Health Trend is sponsored by Sparkle Video Production. Sparkle Video Production, they turn your events into memories. Here are the words of the Regional Director of Health Services. Don't go away. Keep watching. Rhdtv, Health News, closer to you.
You'll be the one I'm longing. Baby, wine party with him, bounce party with him, rock party with him, and jump party with him. Wine party with him, I love your love. Wine party with him, bounce party with him, rock party with him, and jump party with him. Wine party with him, I love your love.
On behalf of the Regional Health Directorate, let me thank you for coming. For the directors who were here during the HIV/TB review meeting, there were a series of discussions that went on. And that's the reason why we are meeting today. To highlight on some of the key issues and also to finalize the annual performance review meetings. Unfortunately, I hear some districts have conducted their review meetings already. But well, I think that's part of it. So this morning, we are going to discuss the holistic assessment. As we were told by Rhdtv, there have been a series of changes in the assessment. And that assessment that we are going to use to assess the sub-districts as part of the annual performance review. So we are going to harmonize it. We will discuss it, harmonize it here, and then give it to you so you can use it to assess the sub-district and then the district during the performance review. We will also discuss the network of practice. I think last week we talked about it. That looking at what you submitted, I realized that we need to discuss it because it seems that we are having challenges understanding the network of practice. So we will discuss it. And also we'll talk about the Ghana Health Service Excellence Award. I think when you listen both on television and radio, they keep on announcing the Ghana Health Service Excellence Award. And they ask the community members to submit names. I don't know whether you've received any nomination. We are going to discuss that. And then the other issues. So the main issue is the annual performance review, the holistic assessment, the network of practice, and then Ghana Health Service Excellence Award. I'm sure DDPH and DDCC will take the lead. They will discuss in details the holistic assessment, the new areas, the modalities, and then how we're going to go about it. But I will talk about the network of practice. the network of practice is not a new concept. For those of us who have gone through the PhD concept, it has always been the same concept. The hub and then the spokes concept has always been the way the house system in this country is run. But well, it has come in a new package and a new name. So we'll have to do it. So as interim, the discussion is that we have to do it in phases. We will scale up. So you have to pick one sub-district first. So if you have even 10 sub-districts, it will cover all the 10 sub-districts, but at the interim, it's for what? One sub-district. And then later we move on to maybe second sub-district, third sub-district. So you assess all your sub-districts. You prioritize based on the challenges that you will identify. And decide that I'm going to pick sub-district A as the first. Though the sub-district B and then C and others will come on. But to start with is one what? Sub-district. So after picking your priority sub-district, then you come to the sub-district and then pick your hub. And generally it's going to be maybe the health center. If there are two health centers, maybe the biggest health center. But if it's only one health center, then that is the health center that is going to forward the hub. The rest of the health system will be the spokes. Then you move to the next. What are the public health facilities in that sub-district? So within the sub-district, you may have your church compounds, you may have your clinics, you may have other things. That is for public. So what belongs to Ghana Health Service is part of it. And then you also look at the private sector. So after picking all the public facilities around it, then you move to the next step, and then you consider the private facilities. So the private facilities or the private health systems within the hub will be, for instance, private maternity home, or a private clinic, or a private chemical shop, or a private pharmacy. So all this will form the spokes that we are talking about. So that is the way you do the selection. So after the selection, then you move on to the next stage, which is the engagement. So you outline everything and then see how you are going to engage them, and then you come out with your plans, your meetings, and then what you want to do. So at the end of the day, it's expected that you will come out with a plan as to what the composition and then what you are going to do. And then the logistics that will be needed, the trainings and all those things will come as part of your plans. I hope it's well understood. So in Ashanti region, because we have so many districts, as part of the holistic assessment, they said they will assess us on 10 districts. So the 10 districts, they will look at what you have done. We know the 10 districts already, but if we are lucky enough and we have more districts that have already intervened, that are doing something, then we'll have to pick them. So if you have already started and then you started on this route like as I've described, and you've done something, then we would like to know the district. So we can do the documentation, and that will be a credit to the region because they are coming to assess it on it. So for the 10 districts, the names are there, but any additional district will be added on. So DDCC will lead the discussion, and then we will see the districts, what you have done, and then whether what you've done can give us some credits. Then we can add them and move on. But the process is not going to end. We will have to make sure that all the plans that we come up with will be implemented and then will be measured. So at the point in time, the team will come and do the assessment again. So that's the network of practice.